Excitement is building for this year's award season. The big hitters at this year's Academy Awards have been announced.
Joining us to go over some of the real contenders for this year's awards is Scott Feinberg. Scott, thank you so much for being here. So usually we see the Golden Globes, and that's kind of a barometer for what's going to happen at the Oscars. What do you think?
Well, you know, to some extent it is, but what's interesting, people don't always realize the Golden Globes are determined by a group of like 90 foreign-based or journalists who write for foreign outlets. The Academy is based on, Academy Awards are voted upon by like 6,000 people who actually work in the film industry. So there shouldn't be a lot of overlap. It's just worked out that over the years there has been a decent amount, but it's also kind of hard to make that comparison because the Golden Globes give awards in two categories. So you'll have Best Actress in a Drama and then Best Actress in a Musical or Comedy. So this year, those two winners from the Globes, Annette Bening and Natalie Portman, you know, it doesn't really help us because we know that it's between them for Best Actress at the Oscars. So.
That's right. Let's take a look at the first film. Social Network got a lot of nominations.
Yes, it ended up with, I believe, 8 today. Not as many as The King's Speech. It's chief rival for Best Picture. And usually the movie that has the most nominations will win Best Picture, something like 75% of the time. And that would be The King's Speech. That had 12 today. Only 11 movies have ever gotten more than that. But it's been a year in which the Social Network has virtually run the tables in terms of the precursor awards, with the exception of the Producers Guild last week, so which The King's Speech won. So I think it's going to be between those two. The other major players this year would be Black Swan, True Grit, and The Fighter, which each also earned director nominations. So that's usually a good indicator.
All right. Do you think we should talk about Best Actor, Best Actress, that type of thing?
Well, I think we have some more films we wanted to talk about.
Let's do that. True Grit.
True Grit. Well, that did very well today. It got a directing nomination in addition to the picture nomination. Not everybody was expecting it to get in for director, but it seems like the Coen brothers, who won 3 years ago, bumped out Christopher Nolan for Inception, so they got in for that. Jeff Bridges got nominated.
I was surprised by Jeff Bridges. I didn't think he should have won last year, and again, he's nominated this year.
It's a tough category, and there were a lot of people that were very deserving who didn't make it in. But I don't think Bridges is going to win for consecutive years. I think what's going to happen, ironically, is that Colin Firth, who, in my opinion, maybe should have won last year, is going to win this year, and Bridges, who I think should have won before last year. You know, it's always seems to be sort of a makeup thing in a lot of these categories. But the bottom line with True Grit, the one to look at might be Haley Steinfeld, a 14-year-old girl who totally stole the movie and got away with getting into the supporting actress category, even though she's in virtually every scene of the movie. She would be one of the youngest winners ever.
Okay, let's quickly get to The King's Speech, which is as you said, is a major contender.
Major contender, and that, along with The Fighter, those are the only two movies that scored 3 acting nominations. For The King's Speech, it's Colin Firth for Best Actor, Jeffrey Rush, Best Supporting Actor, Helena Bonham Carter, Best Supporting Actress.
I got to tell you, this is the one film, Teresa, I want you to go see because this is a smart movie. Yeah. At the end of this movie, people were clapping. I watched it, loved it.
That's, you know, the interesting dynamic of this year's race is that The King's Speech is the one that maybe moves you the most. The Social Network is the one that is maybe the most relevant to the present. And so it's going to be interesting to see what the Academy sides with. You know, there's a speculation right now that older voters might go for The King's Speech, younger voters might go for the Social Network. So at the end of the day, it'll tell us maybe a little bit about what the Academy actually looks like in terms of its membership when we see which one ends up winning.
Very good.
Interesting stuff. I'm taking notes. I like it.
Lots of great movies to go see.
Yes, we're out of time. We, of course, want to thank all of our guests for being here today. And, of course, thank you for joining us and making it a great day.
That's right. We'll see you tomorrow.